So the tube is gonna be inserted in the middle.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's gonna be protected. And we can use saline water to clean it.
Saline.
Saline. I'm sorry, sterile water.
Sterile water. We can get that anywhere.
Yeah,
in
yeah.
Walmart? Yeah. Okay. And that type of water. Right?
Yeah. So, see, we're gonna put the tube in the middle like this.
Okay.
So we're gonna clean it. So I just have to pour it here, the gauze. There. And then it's very difficult.
Okay, Pop, move your hands.
We're gonna clean.
The tube.
See, so since this is open wound, you see,
Mm-hmm.
so you have, it's always gonna be drainage because it's an open wound, and it will not heal because it's like there is this,
Mm-hmm.
and this is a foreign object in the body.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why we have to.
Oh, you sterilize it.
No, wait,
sí,
see.
está bien.
Stop
Está
it,
bien,
stop it,
espera,
stop
está
it.
bien, está bien.
Come on, Pop, stop. We gotta do this. Okay? Yeah.
Yeah.
And then just turn.
Uh-huh, like
Good.
that.
Yeah.
First hello.
So you have to look at it. This
Good
one is
job.
good, no signs of infection.
Mhm.
If there is redness and some patches,
Mhm.
there's yellow drainages, then it's infected.
Okay.
So there will always be crust in here.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
So it's easier to if when you buy the saline or the sterile water,
Mm-hmm.
it's the bullets because it's small and you can just pour it. What I have here is the big one, so it's difficult.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah. So that's why I just soak it. But it's
Another thing is to keep it sterile, right?
yeah. There are also some bags available, maybe in CVS. Like it's a bag it's like a belt that you can put this.
Over it?
Yeah.
Like a sterile
Oh, it's just like abdominal bag or pad.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I called. There's a batch of laundry coming back tomorrow.
Okay.
They're gonna check.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Sorry, I didn't mean to get so upset.
Okay.
Please, my apologies.
Okay, there.
Alright.
So I got all the crust.
Mm-hmm.
So since like I told you, it will never heal. It's an open wound. This is
Right.
always in here.
Right.
So there will really drainage it. So we can put this. So it will like
Oh, I see what you're saying, and it'll
Yeah.
catch all the drainage
Uh-huh.
on there. Okay.
yeah. Or if you have the bag I told you about,
Doing bolus.
that's good. And then be careful with this one because Roberto might pull this out.
Yes,
so
yes.
You can put it in here.
Oh, I see where he can't see it.
Yeah.
Right.
And when you're feeding him,
Mhm.
always on the back. This one is on the back.
Mhm.
So it's like that. Because it's in the front. This one, the tube, you can like pull it.
Okay, got it.
I tried it once.
Okay.
So again, there's a bag that you can keep it. It has like a belt on it.
Yes, I see what
Yeah.
you're saying. Okay,
And
for
it's
safekeeping.
Yes.
Okay, I'll look it up and find it.
Yeah. And then you can like swirl it with the
In.
bag and put it like that.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent.
So again, when you're feeding him, always this one is always in the back, so he won't see this. Because I tried one time, it's always the back, and just hide it with the linens.
Mhm.
Because one time it was in front of him like this, he saw it, he pulled it.
Yeah, he does. He typically does that. He does that. He pulls out half
Good
of it.
thing he pulled this, not in here.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's the reason why one of the clothes also was in the laundry, because this one was everywhere. But I saw the white shirt with his name, very big name.
Yeah,
on it.
yeah.
Yeah.
So altogether, so he gets 6 of those per day. Six of those, right?
per
6.
day.
Okay.
Yeah. Unless when he gets home, there will be changes to the doctor's order. But in here, 6. Let's see at home
Mhm.
how many he has to have in here.
Okay.
But
And
don't
it'll
worry,
be that, but they'll send us that, right?
Yeah, by boxes, and this one too, boxes.
Now, what is that called? Let me get a video of
What
that.
about this tube you got it to hang? Do I have to buy
No name
that
of the
by
item.
myself? The tube?
I'm
Osmolite?
also not sure. We'll know more. We'll just ask the manager you were speaking to.
Mhm.
That is Gina. We can ask her.
Okay, okay. So-
This is the bag,
Right.
the feeding bag. That he has the osmolite feeding, and this is the asepto syringe. So sometimes when we feed the water, you see it was really flowing good.
Mhm.
There's no obstruction on the tubes.
Mhm.
So you can also push it, but just be
Oh.
careful with the pushing. We don't really recommend it.
Yeah, she
because-
was just telling us that
Oh, yeah.
it's good. She says it's better to just pour it and let it go in
Yes.
instead of
Mhm.
pulling it because that'll be gas and all that kind of
That's
stuff.
true. So if that happens,
Mhm.
maybe you should flush it with water more often. Don't flushing is really important.
Right,
Otherwise
got
it will
you,
clog.
got you,
And when you
understand.
try to push, just do it once or
Mhm.
thrice, and don't push it so hard. It's
Mhm,
not.
mhm.
Now,
But
question-
so far, I haven't had difficulty with him. The tube is so good.
Right. So the thing is like when you talk about pushing, what is it that's pushing?
Squeeze
Air,
it.
you squeeze
Yeah,
it?
you squeeze it inside, so you're like forcing
So
it to go
there's
down.
air that you're squeezing down, right?
No, not more air, but you're just forcing the fluid
Pressure.
that is
Pressure?
in here.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, so
Okay.
that's not good. So it's just
Yeah,
we don't do
got
it in here, but the
Let-
chugagan is good.
So he basically had I know before and after each feeding, how many 100 cc's of water should he have typically per day? If he's being fed 6 times a day, right?
Yes,
And
6
before
times
and
a day.
after, right? So that's what 12 basically of those cc's he's getting of water in his
So
system.
3 times 6, that's 1,800 per day, 1.8 liters.
1.8 liters. So that comes
Yeah.
out to how many of these per day? About 12. About
Oh
12.
no, don't worry, because there's a line here. So this is 50. So do it twice. 50. So that's already 100.
Okay, so that basically is fed how many times a day would you say? Let's say if
Giving him
it's
water.
before and after each feeding.
Yeah, before and after exchange.
Like 50-50 or 100-100.
But how many bottles are those? Like
100 of a liter of water? Of
100 cc's?
cc's of water?
100. Two like this, and the 52.
After every feeding?
Before,
Before
in
and
the
after
middle,
every feeding.
and after.
100.
Yes.
Okay.
So before and after every feeding, so that means each feeding he's gonna get like water.
Three waters.
3 waters.
300 cc's of water.
Yeah.
Or 300 cc's of water. Okay.
That's good because the body absorbs even more than that, right?
Yeah.
So you think the feeding is enough for him that
He gets enough nutrients that he's not, is he gonna get any skinnier? Is it gonna make him more heavier?
So when he first came in, do you think he lose some weight? Or it's the
I
same?
think he did.
Yeah, he looks like he did. He's going on some weight.
And
Because we're also training him to eat. We're giving him
Right,
breakfast.
right.
Yes. So,
Okay, yeah,
as
suppose-
long as he eats.
yeah, at home
Can he eat it, like the stuff that we have at home for him? Like just feed him? If we don't, okay, let's say we decide to feed him sometimes. Do we skip the feeding of the
We should just
fluid?
continue feeding it because what we're feeding him, is it like enough for one meal or it's just like a little?
So little.
It will, this will be a little bit.
No, a
because
little
then-
bit, yeah.
Because I guess he'll want to taste or eat.
It'll
Remember
be-
the time we
Yeah.
gave him 7-8 tablespoons of potatoes.
little
Teaspoons of potatoes.
'Cause he has no
Let's
teeth.
Just continue. Let's just
Yeah.
continue.
Yeah,
Can we do both?
Can we do
Yeah,
it while he's being
both.
fed at the same time? While he's being fed
No,
too?
No,
could
no,
he be-
not at the same time. Like if we give
Okay.
him,
It's a nice question.
Yeah.
if we didn't give him lunch, like I guess after the feeding, maybe give him a little bit of potatoes or something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
but don't do it at the same time.
No,
No.
no, after. This will be after.
You might be shocked. It might go out.
Oh.
Or in here.
Okay.
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
yes.
So no, it's after, like an hour after, something
Oh,
like
okay,
that.
yeah, that's what I